Bout number 13, Richie Green from the Diablo gym, a very experienced fighter, very tall and rangy, as you can see. You know, he's a very experienced fighter. Actually, he's had a lot of fights. He comes to the ring here with a good succession of wins. Very rangy fighter, like I say, good repertoire of kicks and punches. And he's up against Danny Smart from the AKA gym in Woking. Again, a nice, tidy fighter. Again, experienced. You know. Good school gyms, both gyms, the Diablo gym and the AKA gym in Woking. Richard Fenner, that's right. Very, very good fighters who are both coming to the table here to obviously try and work towards moving forward in their careers, moving into trying to get into some titles. So these two boys are up and coming. And, I think that this is going to be a good fight. Straight away, Richie using that range, throwing his punches and kicks from long range.
If you've got it, use it.
Well, yeah, Richie does seem to use it very well. Actually, he's got a nice, he's got a nice reach. I mean, his arms are twice the size of most of his opponents. And there go his legs as well. And Danny's going to have his work cut out tonight. Danny needs to get past that. He needs to be kind of getting underneath the shots and over the shots. And it's very difficult when you've got them long legs coming in as well with the knees.
Definitely. I mean, Richie seems to be using the combinations rather than single shots. It's like throwing threes and fours and finishing with them legs.
Yeah.
And you can tell Danny knows it's coming as well. So.
There seemed to be kind of stalemate there. They didn't seem to do too much work, which was interesting.
You would think that smaller guy would want to stay in the clinch there. Lovely knee to the chest there.
Well, you know, Richie's very, very dangerous with his knees. I've seen him in the past, and when you get in the clinch, he does tend to turn you and throw them knees in really well. And like you say, you see that little knee there in the uppercut. Well, it'll be interesting to see what, you know, Richard Fenwick says to Danny in this round in the corner there. Obviously, I think the Diablo Gym are going to be quite pleased with what's been going on in this round now.
That seemed quite a comfortable round for Richie Green. We're going to have some fun with that.
Okay, round 2 of a scheduled 5-round fight between Richie Green and Danny Smart. Richie in the blue corner and Danny in the red corner.
Sorry, can we have the cards? Noticing that Richie's holding his hands quite low.
Yeah, when he throws the kicks, he does tend to drop his guard quite. He tries to get maximum power in the kicks, and he sort of frees his arms forward and then down. Like I say, he's a rangy fighter, and he kind of gets away with it because of the range. He does them on the outside. Both these boys, you know, young boys coming through, you know, they're both fairly experienced for their age. They've had a few fights now, and they're sort of looking, they're doing a 5-round fight, looking to up their game, and they want to go on to bigger and better things. You know, Richie's, you know, he kind of uses that long reach really well, and, you know, he throws out the jab, pushing the kick from behind there, and sometimes it's very hard to get past that.
One thing I noticed about the Diablo Gym, they do like to use the knees.
Yeah. Well, they're a very good school gym. I mean, they have a lot of fighters go out to Thailand on a regular basis. But I mean, take nothing away. You know, the AKA gym in Woking, I mean, with Richard Fenwick there, I mean, again, another experienced corner. You know, they'll know exactly what to do against somebody like Richie, and I'm sure that, you know, he'll be telling Danny exactly those things in the rounds. Hurt with a shot to the body. He's been hurt to the body. That was a good front team right at the last minute. Still taking the count. He's letting go, but I think Richie Green will now definitely capitalise on that. He was definitely hurt to the body.
It's a nice front team just on the bell there.
Okay, we're going into the 3rd round now, and obviously Richie put Danny down with a really good front teeth right at the end of the bell, and we're going to see if he can capitalise on that. I mean, Danny doesn't want to get caught there again, so he's obviously like going to try and come and do some strong techniques there. Finding the low kicks, Danny's moving forward, finding low kicks. And Richie's going for that body. Techniques, I mean, you know, like throwing knee work and front teeps and round kicks, you know, there's nothing seems to be very powerful. They just seem to be sort of throwing these techniques. But you know, I think you know, Danny needs to step in a little bit with those kicks and sort of put them behind the punches, and he may get some success with a low kick, but he's got to be careful to the front teeth. Again, Richie keeping it at range, as you can see, he's throwing out them long arms and long legs, just always just doing that half a step, stepping back.
Just not allowing him to step in.
Danny Green done quite well. I'm sorry, Danny Smart done very well there to actually just come through the round after being hurt in the last round. You know, didn't seem to get caught again there. He threw some good round kicks.
He's definitely trying to edge forward. He's trying to score them points from them low kicks. Here we go, coming out for the fourth round now. Okay, I think both boys are going to need to step it up a little bit to make something more decisive. Danny's coming in with strong shots there. I think Danny needs to win the round because he's behind. He's already been down with a body shot, so he needs to come forward. He needs to put the pressure on him. He needs to come forward on the counter. He needs to make Richie miss and counter off of that.
Well, Danny now going to the body there. Low kick there from Richie. He's caught him and he's landed pretty badly there. Oh, he's just landed pretty badly. I think he's just twisted his ankle a little bit. Well, I think, you know, Danny needs to get close. He's just fighting a fight on the outside, and Richie Green's got so much, you know, distance between them, you know, and his height and his leg reach and his arm reach. You know, this is the fight, you know, Richie wants it on the outside there, you know. Every time Danny throws a shot, he steps back himself, whereas he should be following, coming forward.
Going forward, yeah. Got to close that range.
Well, again, I think you know, Danny just didn't do enough there, and I think Richie's starting to take control of the fight, and you know, Danny really is looking at knockout now, so we'll see what happens. Okay, coming out for the fifth and the final round now. It's going to be interesting to see whether Danny can come forward and see if he can get a knockout, because I think he's going to need one. He's behind.
I agree with you there, Tim. I think Richie's reach has been such a dominating factor in this fight.
Well, you know, he's extremely wiry. You know, he's got long legs, long arms. He's a tall fighter. You know, but Danny's doing well here. He's come forward.
And Danny, this is what Danny needs to do the whole time. He should have took his stance from an earlier stage. You know,
getting a bit more.
Well, he's definitely coming forward, throwing more shots, and he's really trying his hardest to make an impact on the fight. He may have just left it too late though. Definitely coming forward now, firing some good shots. Richie Green just does something there just to catch the judge's eyes, and it just not enough from Danny really, to kind of stamp his authority on the fight, which he really needs a big round.
Danny just steps off and lets Richie work off his combination.
Well, again, I think Richie just held on to that to win the fight. I mean, it's a shame, a gallant performance from Danny. If he had just come on strong like that in 2 rounds earlier, he may have had a chance of winning the fight. So we're going to see what the judges have to say about this fight. Let's see who's the winner. I'm going with the blue corner, which is Richie Green. But Danny, gallant performance from Danny. We've had a couple of results tonight that were, some of the crowd weren't happy with. So we'll see what happens.
We have a unanimous decision.